Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. If you have a Samsung range and oven, and the oven part isn't igniting or staying at temperature, like we just had at Thanksgiving, we had a turkey and we're halfway done cooking it, and then it basically, the flame went out and didn't come back on. You need this little element igniter. Really pretty simple to put in. It does come with a set of nuts in case you have to splice it in, but for the most part, it is plug and play, pretty easy. We've already taken out the brackets inside the oven, but you are going to need to take out your bottom drawer as well. So you basically kind of pull that out, lift forward, and then that whole tray comes out. And I'm going to put some towels down so when we get to that point, I can easily kneel on it. And then you are opening, oh, quick, that is going to be your model and serial number on your oven. So opening your door, you have 2 screws, and they're basically a P2 size in the back. So we're going to get those out. That's one. That's 2. And we'll just put these somewhere where we don't lose them. And then you want to tilt forward on this. And then that comes out. Great opportunity to clean while we have it out. Okay, next you have your burner tray, which is right here. So those are 2 screws as well. Take them out, put them in a safe place. And then this lifts up kind of out of the way. Also great opportunity to clean. Okay, and what we are looking for is your element is right here, and it is on this tube. So we're gonna have to disconnect the screw here and the screw back here. Okay. Again, try to remember the order that you have these in. And that usually drops. However, I caught that pretty easy. And then this we can get part of the way out of the way. And this stick in there pretty good. Okay, now we go underneath. And I'll give you a kind of a shot here closer. So that is the connector, you can see right there. Okay, back down here. So that's disconnected, really easy. And you can tell this has definitely had some issues going on. You can also put an amp meter on here, turn your oven on, and then you push that button on, it will let that glow. We'll show you after we get the new one in, and then you can kind of get a reading off of this. You can get an amp reading if you have one of those amp probes here. Typically about 2.9 amps or higher is what you need to get this igniter to have good enough heat to get your gas ignited. But you have 2 screws here. We're also going to do this manually. This tends to be a little on the tight side. That was actually pretty easy. And there is a nut on the back, so you can kind of grab that with your hand, or put a little wrench on there if you wanted to. And again, I just put my finger on that. It's not under a lot of tension. That's the other one. That comes off. So that's your old one. And then we have the igniter that goes in like so. And then again, we'll get these screws lined up. And I'll put that nut on the back. And you can hold your finger. Again, it doesn't have to be super tight, just enough that it holds it. And we won't make it super tight yet. And then we'll take the screw off this one. Same thing. We'll get that line up and in there. Put your finger on it, and that's all the tension that you need to tighten it down with. Okay, sounds good. And then again, we're going to put this back down into place. Put that wire down there, and then we'll go underneath real quick. Just get that situated here, and we're going to make sure we have that over the gas nozzle underneath. I'll give you a quick sneak peek at that. So it's got to go over that nozzle, which you can kind of see, and then connect the wire connection. So let me connect that real quick. Okay, so this is kind of the top view back behind there, so you can kind of see how I have it hooked into that nozzle. And again, see how now it's sitting on that. And that is your connector. That is your wire. So again, it's some finger gymnastics down there to get that put into place. Okay, so now we got that all in place. So we're basically done underneath here. So the end, you got the flat part and the round part, so it only goes on one way underneath. Okay, then this is going to be so that's that igniter part. Now we're going to put this one in on the front. Alright, so that screws in place, and then that was a little tight getting that one in, so be careful and take your time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to test the ignition on this by first setting our stove to bake. $350, and we'll hit start. And then again, we'll push this button, and you can see the igniter coming on, and then you'll see the glass or the gas tube light up in a second as soon as it gets up to temperature. So there we go, all fixed. Then now we'll turn the oven off. And then that should go off in a quick second. and then we'll put the rest of the oven back together. So, all right, so we put this burner cover, tilt it so it goes into its slots, and then just line up the screw holes here in the front. Kind of goes there. I'm going to use a manual screwdriver just to get these started properly. Okay. Okay, then we'll tighten it down. Okay. Then we'll get the other tray. Then this one, get into the slots there. We got the 2 screws. Tighten that down, and we are done. Let's put these back in. Here. Okay. Put in the bottom tray. We'll try one more time, make sure everything's working properly. And we just heard the burner kick on. So you can see now we have a nice strong flame. And then we'll start seeing that plate heat up really fast. And there we got a good temperature rise. So let's wait till it's up to temp, then we'll check it again. Okay, so we're up to temp, and it took about 5 minutes, so we know the stove is running better now. And then obviously you can tell that that's the back wall where the sensors and stuff are, so good to go. Anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching, and be safe and happy cooking out there.